help, you said?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. My job, actually.
Did she?
Following up on some once they'd settled in.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the beastmen. I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already, yeah.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right. Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
What are you after? Take care out there, eh?
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 a cat.
It's been a pleasure.
I'll give your office a...
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight.
That was her just now, was so?
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. After her brush with those beasts, she's dangerous, Sid.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see
The Baum Arches.
Clark, I'd like you to take seeds I'll keep but if these pools go as of those poor they've lived their whole small wonder they ain't. And if you're wondering, Sir Wade's putting a
All right.
Thanks. There. Not the most mouth. Better that than and chocobo. They ain't exact.
I'll take your...
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what. I'll go up there and...
I'm sure you will.
The Guardian saying we're supposed to grow our own...
Ah. Lord Rossfield, what brings you to eat?
A delivery from...
These are Martha's keen to cut. I jest, but they'd long since...
Martha was hoping so that they'll be able...
That's not... These bearers had only recently... Then, unless we teach them how to live, not that myself and the Guardians, it's about time we all started to... Unfortunately, we've been a little too...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so what?
Time it all. Gather the men in the square.
Yes, sir.
The Horde.
A Kashek. A veritable... We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size.
Now you're out of...
Precisely.
What if you...
You mean the bear?
So wait. You said you lack men to defend, though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardian.
You're right. I will. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will, a home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it...
Thanks to you.
Me?
Lord Rossfield,
So what's the plan?
we'll divide our forces into several small detachments. Upon engaging with the Akashic,
You're going to lure them into the village.
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to...
And I will do as you are.
Suppose we'd better do what...
Right, you?
The calm. calm before the storm. comes. Not let this village fall. Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been...
Well, the better half of it. So wait.
Hard to say. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No, you stay here too, Sir Wade. I'll go after the curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, may the Founder protect you.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Next one's mine. I might...
Ready, go?
Faster!
All right. There it is. With me, Torgal. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield.
It's dead.
Thank the... We were able to... I have guardians posted... I hesitate.
I think it...
We saved East... Thank you, my...
No, Sir Wade. You brought us together.
We never had nothing to call our own, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade, but there's no doubt we're free men. We have to fight to...
And we shall. This is our home.
They'll have us...
Come on, then.
This village is...
They're not slaves.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight. And I believe if he were still with us today...
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord. After all...
I think you'll find it's easy. But you should be proud. I'll have to pull my weight too. Speaking of which,
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course. And I'd be counting on yours too. As Rosette.
Indeed we...
And Clive. I ain't paid you for...
All right.
Lord Rossfield. Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind. Since that day there, when the odds seemed so stacked, but every time to be a shield. Know that whatever trials...
So wait, you have always been... I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of...
Thank you. I know the rest of the world will be...
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I...
And it's only right. Take it.
Thank you, Martha.
So, he's... and a honed.
Well, it was your...
I know that, but I never stopped to think... Though I suppose the rest... You know, bearers living free like that. Loath as I am to...
I take it you did...
Well, if you really want to know, I started... In fact, that's he... He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt. Me, I thought he was a new constable, and before I knew it, told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. Got right under my skin it did. Told him if he didn't... And you know what he did? He smiled, and then I did the same.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time he certainly...
Indeed. But the loftier ones, which is why those of us who...
Suppose you're... And if we don't manage it, good thing we've got a few... It's almost... Anyway, I better get back to work. The least the folks who saved Eastpool does...
That sounds like... Ambrosia won't help me here. Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know we're asleep?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming.
Back to civil.
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men... We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your rest.
I surrender.
Sid.
Ah, Doris, you know, but casting your lot with this...
Better fighting for a cause. I'm sorry, Sid. This woman, my former master, she raised me like a daughter. And
It wasn't all. You were always so eager to learn. And had such clever... But you proved yourself a master of both. How about it, my little...
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. To liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, master.
You always were a... Perhaps that's the reason I loved you.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she will, and she no longer has friends in Hype.
All right.
I am.
Then I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you say...
With any luck, they'll be joining us in... Owen, your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was... She's been arrested, by the way. But she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no... Can't have been easy for...
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the past anyway.
Keep up the good work.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. No wonder they can still walk.
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye?
Nothing like a little...
Let the dame hear you say that.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago. Those things I said before about not being able to fight.
Oh, Clive. My wards and I may...
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his...
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he go...
And what does he want?
He wants to a foundation upon which to build a new... He's already secured the support of the very...
He would rob the populace.
Believe me. I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from the...
What does Captain Phil... When the town was under attack, it was him...
How? By a man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget that... No. But given the mood around town...
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the... for your services to Northreach? And unlike Philippe, well...
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Tell me then, in the garrison?
Overseeing the...
All right. I may have met this duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Halt. Oh, sorry about that. You got some business with...
No, actually. I was hoping I might...
We're under orders not to let any... But you should wait here.
So, you are the and I shall... tell me.
Neither, Your Eminence.
Ah, you are worried, yet you needn't be. The pride of place, but no more.
Why here, Your Em?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape which is more than can be said for... The Empire wants for a... With Caer Norvent as her citadel. We need only build a wall. Plans are already soon enough. These...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous... Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach.
The people will do as their leader. If Sandbreck is to be one whose authority... That is why so that any man who wishes to join the army... And yet, there are those who persist...
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire...
Sabine, we have discussed it.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before...
Without an empire...
And in yours, there will be... Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her...
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke. It wouldn't hurt to ask. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall. I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wait. Going around, and with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather...
As far as I'm concerned, just need his...
All right there?
Just your opinion. I wondered what you thought.
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up and now he's trying to drive us out completely. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town...
I heard the dame got an icon to rid the man out.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
You build a life here if he thinks his nut will do whatever it.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldier? Yes.
There were ghosts at the gates, not days.
Those things I said before about not being able to fight.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you...
Well, I mean, look around us. The traders might not like think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuild, and if that means people who...
As long as you remain, the Vale will see to your needs.
You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but what do you think of his plan?
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame. That's where my loyalties lie. Not if the Duke can get us some...
I left everything in the capital.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town. Do you think that's a good...
It's not... All I know is that, look, no one likes all... Once Sanbreque is back on her feet...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Captain.
For you? Certainly. Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you, do you intend to go along?
But to tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a...
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier.
That's right.
Well, she doesn't agree.
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love. Well, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to...
I was.
So, no... Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly... They deserve to be heard, Clive.
Sadly, His Eminence values it. I fear he sees the people as mere... Needless to say, they themselves. The soldiers, meanwhile, are... And not just because of the...
I thought as... Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque? I thank you for trying.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realized what really, not following some nobleman's order, protecting. I honestly don't, but I'm certain that when they do come back, we need to stand with you to lead us. It was you who finally, there's no point.
Indeed.
all of us. That has always... We have only to turn... Thank you, Philippe.
Anything. Speaking of, I fear his eminent...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first.
There may be hope for Northreach, especially I, for my part, shall but I suspect until then...
Until then?
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Clive! Quick look.
Seen enough?